May 2nd, 7:26 a.m., 2025. At the same time that I got up, the stalking on Instagram immediately started. I woke up at 6 o'clock. I looked at the time. That's what time I crawled out of my pitiful fucking chair. I am tortured and held hostage in the Capitol, basically. That's what they managed to pull off. So I sleep on the chair. Okay, so anyway, so I crawled out of this chair. I looked at the clock, and I went to the bathroom because I had been exposed to biological weapon, poisonous gas while I was sleeping, and I was aware of it. But I wanted to stay asleep, and it wasn't causing me to race back and forth to the bathroom. So that started around 4 a.m., 3 a.m., but I slept until 6, soundly, went back into deep sleep because I desperately need to rest. My body chose to sleep really hard for 3 more hours and just ignore the poisonous gas that was all over in my room. When I woke at 6, I could no longer really ignore it, and I had had enough sleep. I'd had 8 hours of sleep at that point. I got up. I got the toxic poison out of my body. I moved around, went back and forth to the bathroom a couple times to just do things. That's where my running water is. That's why I go in there. By minute 18 of being up, minute 20 of being up, you can see when they started stalking, it was like precise time, is when my extra room and my main room and my bathroom started filling up with fucking poisonous gas. The most recent poisonous gas attack happened in the last 20 minutes. I have not been hit with poisonous gas for about 15 to 20 minutes. That's all. From the time 6:20 to about 7:15, 7:11, 7:08, like nothing below that. I was racing like a circus show, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth to the bathroom in complete horror, terror, and incredible pain. It was obvious I was being stalked and hunted with the poison. I've documented how that is. That happens. It happened again today. I want this to be very, very documented. This happened again today. It's really, really, really sick, wicked, fucking poisonous gas. Causes incredible pain, and it works fast. But it's not the other poisonous gas that causes you to go all over yourself and all over the bathroom floor and everywhere as you're running there. It's not as extreme, and it's not as lethal. But it's definitely deadly. There's no question you're being hit with something highly toxic, highly poisonous, and that you're being hit with it. They're chasing you. And I've documented that so I don't have to keep covering the same material every fucking day. I counted the sum total of times I raced to the bathroom was 7 different times within an hour. Under an hour, I'm sorry, because it started around 6:20. It stopped around 7:12. There's 7 different times racing, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. You sit down, you get up. They're having their fun here. There's been terrorism going on in the perimeter. I'm forbidden from talking about it. I am allowed to say when I went out there this morning before the gas attack, I clearly identified a decomposing human remains. They were decomposing. It's really disgusting. the human remains that I have witnessed here hundreds of times. They've got a pile, however they stuff them, whatever this function they do. It's from 1507 S Street Northwest. It's stuffed in between the conjuncting walls of 1507 S Street Northwest and 1509 S Street Northwest. I am in the property of 1509. It's stuffed at the base of the stairs where you see Brian and the Mexican Drug Cartel Department of Justice, DOJ staffer, who pretends to be a real estate agent and is involved. I've eyewitnessed him involved with multiple Mexican drug cartel. I've eyewitnessed him. So since I've eyewitnessed that, I can't talk about it. All right, so he's also here every time with massive federal agents. He's also been in the house when the house was engulfed with dead bodies. That man, the African-American man who threatened me with subpoenas on videotape. Okay, where they're standing on this YouTube, domestic terrorist evidence YouTube of a state that sponsors terrorism. Where they're standing is where they stuffed the bodies from 1507. This is where I identified the decomposing body this morning. This was before the gas attack that had me racing 7 times in under an hour back and forth into the bathroom. The chopped up human remains are either in the wall, which I've witnessed Thelma Hogue do that very action, or they are, Thelma Hogue is who the Department of Justice is claiming they are representing. Okay, or they stuff it, because I witnessed standing right there where they do it. They stuff it, they shove it. It's not propelled, that's a whole different action. That's military equipment when that happens. But they shove with their hands. You can hear shoving of objects being shoved underneath the floor into 1509 from the house 1507 where those men are standing on video. To give you an idea of what area I'm talking about, I am forbidden from filming this house, okay? It's a big, big no. Yesterday, I will put it into writing. I can't cram it all into the title. There was massive cannibalism that took place around 2 to 4 in the afternoon. It was quite a while it was going on. That was May 1st, 2 to 4 p.m., 2025. The cannibalism, was so strong, it knocks you out of your socks. It's a term of speech. I was knocked out of my socks. And it was from the base of my stairs where those 2 men are standing on the video, all the way down the staircase, all the way to floor 1. And then when you go into the living room, you don't smell it so much. So it's coming from that compartment area that they have built. I witnessed them building the Mexican drug cartel. That's in this parameter on floor 1 of 1507. I am forbidden from saying anything I witnessed the Mexican drug cartel doing in 1507 since the date of March 24th, 2025. I was only allowed to say on March 27th that they were even over there. Okay, so it was confirmed yesterday they're definitely cooking human remains there. It's not burning of human remains, it's ingestation. They're cooking to eat, it's food. I know this circumstantially and factually. Okay, from multiple eyewitness, like I see eyewitness, I'm in it, I'm all in the action. Cannibalism, okay? So I am concretely reporting Cannibalism, ingestion of human remains, organs and tissues. Human organs and tissues was being ingested and cooked in the property of 1507 S Street Northwest on May 1st, 2025. And I can concretely identify where they were doing it. And it knocked me out of my socks because that is actually a new spot to cook up human remains. I know what it smells like. I know everything. I'm in the mix. I've been through this multiple witness accounts of cannibalism, so we can definitely describe that later. And that is all that I'm absolutely allowed to say here about the ISIS terrorist compound, which is located 6 blocks from the White House in the capital of Washington, D.C. All right, goodbye.